Okay, hello, Dr. Greed here. I graduated with honors from the University of AIM, and recently it's come to my attention that one of my patients has a serious issue. He's been diagnosed. We've done a diagnosis. He's been diagnosed with ego aim for wife. So that's EAFW. It's a serious problem in the medical industry that we're really trying to fix a solution to. We're trying to lock in on it. And I understand HIPAA, but HIPAA is not relevant in this case. I will be leaking all the confidential information. Anyway, I'm here to provide a solution to this guy's EAFW. As you can see, this is a clear case of EAFW. This is bad. We got to fix the problem here. So what's going wrong? Well, let's break it down here. So as you can see, as the target strafes left and right, he has minimal control on the target here. So look, he starts directly in the center. Let's actually slow things down with my. This was actually made by the CIA. This software made by the CIA specifically for me to diagnose aim issues. So we can slow it down. Let's check it out here. That's an overflick. That's an overflick. That's bad pacing. That's an overflick. That's bad pacing. That's an overflick. That's shaky aim. That's an overflick. That's an overflick. That's bad pacing. That's an overflick. That's bad pacing. That's an overflick. That's bad pacing. That's an overflick. That's another overflick. That's another overflick. That's bad pacing. That's an overflick. Okay, so we got serious problems here. We got serious problems. Holy cow. Right. How do we fix this? Okay, a couple of solutions here. So, main problems, overflick issues. So we should probably be playing, either really small static, pushing speed maximally to try and work on that accuracy, try and get that snappiness, right? We should be playing things like pokeball. Pokeball, as everyone knows, it's basically like static, but you have to hold your mouse down the whole time because the bots need 2 hits to die, and they regen health really quickly, so you can't just click on them. You need to be holding the mouse down. So it's really, really good at fixing overflicking, underflicking, stopping power, that kind of thing, because it forces you to land on the target to actually get a kill. Because if you don't land on the target, you don't kill them. So, play some Pokeball. That'll fix some of these overflicky, underflicky, stopping power issues. As for the bad pacing, that's going to come primarily from bad reactivity. So you're not able to pace the bot correctly. So that's another issue. Where essentially what's happening is, when you are flicking to the bot, you're unable to read its speed, so you're pausing and you're hesitating to start tracking it because you don't want to go too fast or too slow. So you're either going to go too fast or too slow, or you do what you're doing, which is where you stop to see if you're on the bot before you start tracking, which is really bad. What you have to do is flick onto the bot. You have to match its pace, and you have to start tracking instantly. You can't take a pause because that fucks the pace. You have to stay on pace with the bot. And the way to fix this is primarily doing reactivity scenarios where, like, either really fast bots, really small targets, things like that, where generally speaking, what you're doing is you don't really care about your overall score, accuracy, none of that. You purely care about flicking back onto the bot after direction changes and being able to pace the bot properly. So as soon as it changes direction, you snap back to it and you stay in the middle of the bot and you pace it properly. You don't really care about anything else. So you want to be playing reactivity for that situation. Okay, this is just reactivity again, where the bot is strafing left and right. This is meant to be like tracking head. Okay, I understand. This is going to give us the same issues as the previous one, though this is a little easier. Look at all that shake in his mouse, dude. You got to play more reactive, like a lot more reactive, because you're really struggling to pace the bot. You got to get rid of all this shake and all this overflick that we're seeing here. This is really, really bad. So is this static? No, this is dynamic. Right, let's actually diagnose the problem here. Let's go back to my CIA generated software, purely made by AI, CIA, AI, FBI, ATF. Right, so let's go. So again, horrible pacing issues, big reactivity issues, big overflicking problems. You gotta play more Pokeball. Okay, so something he's doing is, I don't know if you saw that. So he flicks in front of the bot, right? So hold on. So he misses there. He flicks in front of the bot, waits for the bot to overlap on his crosshair. Oh. And then waits for it. Doesn't react fast enough to the bot going over his crosshair. So he re-flicks in front of the bot again, and then clicks prematurely, thinking he landed on it. So a big issue here is, again, this is almost entirely your inability to find the pace of this bot. Because basically think about it like this. If you know exactly how fast this bot is and where it's going, you don't need good aim in order to actually hit this bot at all. You just, as long as you know for a fact where it's going and you know it's maintaining its speed, it's super, super easy. Even if you're not tracking it perfectly, even if you're not clicking on the center of it, even if, like, on top of all these issues, it doesn't matter. As long as you know for a fact, as long as you can read the bot movement, that's like half of the reason you're going to get kills in Valorant.
Okay.
What's happening? He's talking to me.
Okay.
Buy Lethal Company right now.
Yeah.
We gotta buy Lethal Company right now. I mean, this is the same issue as before, dude. It's the exact same thing. Oh, that was clean, though. That was clean. That was good. That was pretty good. Although he is flicking to the edge of the bot, so he's not got very good accuracy. But that's not bad. Or, well, it's good accuracy. It's not good precision. He's not very precise, but he was accurate there. Oh yeah, static baby. Big. Okay. Big overflick. Big overflick. Whoa! Crazy. Okay. Let's break this down a little bit here. So where are we going wrong? Let's use my software made by the FBI, CIA, the KGB, and France. So here we go. We get a click. We got a pretty accurate reflick. We get the widest overflick literally ever seen. To overflick this much on 65 cm means he actually ran his arm off the mouse pad. It's rolled up across his chest, back across his shoulder, down all the way around his back, ramped off the bottom of his seat like a half pipe, and landed back on the mouse pad. That's actually how he overflicked that hard there, and I know that because of the software I'm using. So then he goes back and misses on the reflick, even though it was very slow, and then corrects, misses, gets off, corrects, hits it. Big stopping power problem there, we see that. So he flicks onto it, gets pretty close to it. I guess his stopping power or his correction is bad because he massively overflicks again, and he's back on him. Okay, we gotta push the speed a little bit here. We gotta be moving a bit faster. And even though you're not accurate, it doesn't matter because we have to be fixing a lot of these issues. We need more snap. I wanna see you, bow, 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 bow. You know what I'm saying? Just like something like crispy, like an actual flick, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that stopping power, bro. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me an actual flick, dude. Not. It's just so labored, right? His static is the best we've seen so far, but he is getting a lot of overflick problems. Okay, I would say primarily we have to fix the overflicking and the stopping power, and your flick speed. Your flick speed is very slow. Your corrections are very bad. Your overflicking is very bad. These are the primary things you have to fix. So, Pokeball, I want to see you playing 7 hours of Pokeball every day. Obviously, you would take breaks to like tell your wife that, like, I don't know, like you like her hair or something. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the training regime. That was the cleanest he's done it so far. The lines were straight there. They weren't shaky. Look here, this is where it gets pretty good. Like that like sequence of 3 kills right there was pretty good. But the other ones are very like, you flick and you land and then you get like this. You go, ooh, right? Because your stopping power is so bad. So I can see you're struggling like quite a lot with this. I would say honestly, slow down. Focus purely on your accuracy for now. Let's forget about getting a good score completely. At no point do you ever care about score. This is very important. Your score is completely meaningless. It doesn't matter. If it goes up, that doesn't mean you improved, and if it goes down, that doesn't mean you got worse. It is pointless. Do not look at it. It is useless. It is honestly a parasite. It is cancerous. It will force you into doing shit you shouldn't do purely for the sake of getting score. Focus on accuracy. We want to look at a bot, see how it's moving, flick onto the bot, and click. Give your dopamine receptors some pogs, so that your brain is like, dude, that was sweet as hell. I want to do that more. Stop pinging me on Discord. Ooh, static pog, pogging. Oh, it's not static. It's kind of static. I don't really know what the fuck this is, to be honest. Okay, big issue in the correction department. This micro is sluggish. That's a good flick, though. I like that. Let's look at that flick again. I like that. Ugh, that was clean. Big over flick. Super slow flicks. Super slow. Super sluggish. We don't like that. But your accuracy is so bad that, like, here, like, you could push your speed more than this. That correction is slow and bad. So, okay, a big reason your corrections are so slow and bad is because you're focusing too much on accuracy in static. Right now, your static is okay. Push your speed more, which will challenge your accuracy. You will miss more, which is good. When you make more mistakes, it's easier to see what mistakes you're making and fix those issues. So right now, if you pushed your speed way more, you would realize, damn, dude, my micro corrections kinda suck. So you have to fix those. A way to do that is to play things like small target switching scenarios. You can play static, play really fast. Basically, anytime you would play static really fast, which would induce more mistakes, which would mean you would have to make more micro corrections, which means your micro corrections would improve and eventually become completely subconscious. You wouldn't even have to manually do them anymore. Info! Swing him! Whoa! Okay, so bad micro. So he, like, kind of, like, micros onto him, and then, like, gets scared that he's gonna miss. So he, like, re-micros again, and then shoots, like, early. You see how he, like, does two movements, and they're both inaccurate? Alright, let's see how he dies here. Goodness me! What happened? Whoa, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Okay, so he runs the corner. He's looking at this, that's fine. He's gonna recheck that. He's gonna check this left corner. I don't know what in the fuck he is flicking to right now, dog. What are you looking at, homie? That's the elevator! Okay, so this is probably like the world's most egregious overflick. And then he kind of like tries to like smooth correct this onto a target that's 7 years away, which is never gonna work. Does a full smooth correct, he's full Valorant aim. Does decide to move his mouse a little bit. Gets on him. Shoots because he's just hardcore Valorant aiming. Misses because he's Valorant aiming. Tries to actually incorporate some raw aim. Gets absolutely obliterated in the aim duel. Dude, this Killjoy, like, sniffs glue or something, dude. What an unbelievably easy shot that the Killjoy misses. Oh, Jiminy crickets, that micro. Okay, so big micro issues there. You're going for body. You should be going for head. I assume you probably know that. And, like, your micro when you're flicking back and forth on him, like, if you just, like, took the aim duel and you just moved and just fucking blasted this guy, you would have killed him. But instead, you do, like, the goofy Valorant aiming thing where you just decide to just kill him as slow as humanly possible. Stop giving me Discord notifications. Okay, I'm not gonna coach your Omen, but that was pretty egregious. Sage wins this! Let's go! Locked in, baby! Juicy pre-fire, we like those. Okay, I don't react to that flash either, all good. Bunch of weird shits going on, I don't know what that is. It's the ult thing. Why do we miss? So bad crosshair placement. This is horrible crosshair placement. This is too low. If someone's up on the steps, you need to aim higher than this. Which is exactly why you missed this shot here. If you just had to correct left and not diagonally, you would have had a higher chance. Crosshair placement issue, I'd fix that. Big. Your crosshair placement is so shit in the nicest way possible. What are you looking at, dog? Like, when your crosshair is like here, what purpose does your crosshair have, right? Like here, this makes sense. You're pre-aiming this part, okay, and then here, like you're literally looking at absolutely nothing. Like someone cannot be here, and then like you're looking here, nothing can be here, and then you're looking like here, nothing is here, nothing can be here, right? Your sky just cleared this. You don't have to look at this. Okay, you're staring into the middle of boxes. You're still staring at them. You're now correcting up. Like, look at your it's literally just all over the place. It's pointless. Your crosshair is serving no purpose. Your aim is already really struggling. You already have a big, like, aim issue. And it's becoming significantly worse by the fact that you just don't know where to put your crosshair. So I would really suggest walk around in a private match and just, for like 15 minutes every day, just pick a map, walk around on it, pre-firing angles, putting your crosshair where exactly on head level, making sure it's right, walking around, taking all the angles, checking everything with perfect crosshair placement, and learn to have an active crosshair, right? Because this lazy-ass crosshair is going to get you killed all the time, because you're aiming at literally nothing. Okay, you do kill this guy, though. You full spray him. Again, like, if you had, like, some remotely decent crosshair placement, you probably wouldn't have struggled this much. Like, you came pre-aiming out super high. But on the correct, you do get the overflick, and then correct back on with the spray. This is just unlucky. Oh. Okay, I think this shows a lot of your issues. So you see him. Let's go in slow motion. So you see this guy. Overflick. Partially. You're not, like, this is just, like, the same issue you had in static, right? Where you flick, and your, like, crosshair is somehow managed to get, like, here. Somehow. You were just here. This should not be difficult. Your crosshair was, like, just right here. It should not be difficult to micro to this head, but instead you're off them. And then yeah, he gets the kill. But that's pretty bad. You shouldn't, realistically, you should not struggle to move your mouse from where it was onto that head. I think I've seen enough. Your main issues, currently, is your inability to pace moving targets. Your micro is very bad. Your aim, in general, is very floaty and very lazy. You don't have a lot of snap. You don't have a lot of speed. You don't really flick at all. You just kind of, like, float your mouse to where you want. You don't want to do that. You want to be flicking and snapping, like, very, like, aggressive, very sharp movements. Your lines are not straight at all. They're very curvy. You have to fix that. You would fix that by pushing speed and static. You want to go as fast as possible. The only way to maintain accuracy while being fast is to land on things. The only way to land on things is to go from where you are onto the bot, and that requires a straight line because that's the most efficient way to do it. So you want to push your speed, hopefully induce more mistakes, fix that micro. As the micro improves, then you can slow down a little bit and focus on your accuracy a bit more. Then when your accuracy comes back up, you can start pushing your speed a bit more. You need to play more like long range speed kind of switching scenarios to fix a lot of that kind of like floaty aim issue on those kind of like longer flicks. But for the most part, you kind of struggle everywhere. Like, essentially in every department you're struggling. So I think what you actually need is more focused training on genuine aspects of your aim, instead of just, because I don't know if you actually train, you just do the Mini God Demon 1 warm-up. But hopefully you are training like an hour a day, if you can. Like an actual hard playlist that is focused on one thing. So I don't want you doing like an hour of static, dynamic, speed switching, evasive switching, smooth tracking, and reactive tracking. I want you to have like individual playlists for like clicking, tracking, switching, and then like, let's say on Monday you want to do clicking, and Tuesday you want to do switching, something like that, where you have an hour to focus on one specific aim archetype, and you can fix the issues within that on that given day, instead of I play an hour of tracking every day, but that also includes switching and clicking. So it's really like 20 minutes of tracking every day, which is okay, but it's you're going to improve very slowly doing that. It's better to dedicate a full hour's training time to one of those archetypes, and then a different day you would obviously do a different thing. I think that was pretty productive. You have a lot of issues, but none of them look very difficult to fix. I think with some genuine, well-focused, hard training, you can probably get over most of these issues in like a month or two, probably. And then you'll be far better off. Good luck with like your wife, and yeah, okay, bye.